All right, guys, we have breaking news as World Athletics has officially banned transgenders from competing in elite level track and field competitions, which means we are finally getting some common sense over this issue. World Athletics is the worldwide governing body of track and field, and they are claiming that transgenders are no longer going to be able to compete in elite level competition. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure exactly constitutes as elite level competition, but I would assume anything such as world championships and the Olympics and stuff like that is 100% not going to be allowed anymore. We've been letting these cheaters demean real women's athletics for way too long, and it really is beautiful to finally see some change being made and giving some power back to the females.
The ban on transgender track and field athletes from high-level women's events, including the Olympics. Eva Pilgrim has the story.
This morning, the international governing body over track and field announcing a ban that prevents transgender athletes from participating in female events after going through male puberty.
Many believe there is insufficient evidence that trans women do not retain advantage over biological women, and more evidence.
The council also tightening its testosterone threshold for athletes with differences of sexual development, or DSD. The new requirements affecting about a dozen athletes, including South African Olympic champion Caster Semenya, who would need to complete 6 months of hormone-suppressing treatment to race at the 2024 Paris Olympics. The latest ban coming less than a year after swimming adopted similar rules, effectively barring trans athletes like NCAA title winner Leah Thomas from competing in female events at the highest level.
What's so sad is these ladies literally dedicate their entire life to be able to compete at this level, and they just get overshadowed by someone who is obviously and completely physically superior to them. While anybody with their head screwed on straight has seen all along, while this is completely unfair to the women. Transgenders make up such a small percentage of actual athletes. It's just absolutely crazy that we are making rules that were benefiting them over the massive majority of biological athletes. But thankfully, we will be seeing some resolution as this is expected to go into effect March 31st of 2023. All right, so taking a look at this article from them.com. World Athletics has banned trans women from track and field running events. All right, here are the new rules. So the body led by President Sebastian Coe also approved new rules requiring, quote, any relevant athletes, example, eligible trans and intersex competitors, to reduce their testosterone levels to 2.5 nanomoles per liter, a fraction over the medically tested free range for most premenopausal cis women for at least 24 months. The vote also removed the restricted events category entirely, in which trans and intersex athletes previously competed under special requirements, and stipulated that all such athletes who competed in unrestricted events need to reduce their testosterone for at least 6 months before they're able to regain their eligibility. And under the previous rules, World Athletics sanctioned trans and intersex athletes were required to reduce their T to 5 nanomoles per liter or less according to posted regulations. So essentially they are cutting that amount in half. They also do go on to say in the article that trans sports medicine is not settled science, but studies have indicated trans women on hormone therapies lose many supposed biological advantages. See, they try to trick you down here by saying scientists do not even agree that cis men uniformly have a natural athletic advantage over cis women. They might not have a biological advantage over 100% of women, but I guarantee they do over at least 98%. So they always are trying to get you with that 2% while completely ignoring the majority all the time, which is why you just cannot take anything that these people say seriously. This does come on the heel of multiple transgender women recently dominating in track and field all over the world, winning multiple events. This is Italian runner Valentina Petrio winning the Italian 200 meter 50 plus championship this last week.
Troviamo in sesta corsia la primatista italiana di categoria Cristina Sanulli, Endas Cesena, poi in quinta dalla Pontevecchio di Bologna Valentina Petrillo, in quarta dall'Ambrosiana Denise Caroline Newman, per la libera atletica c'è in terza l'Agnese Claudia Rossi e in seconda per il Cussassari Maria Colombino. Quinta, sesta, quarta corsia, Sanulli, Petrillo, Sanulli, Petrillo, Petrillo sul finale, 26-27 e Sanulli.
This video right here is why there literally should never be an argument for why trans women should not be able to compete against biological women. As you can see, it literally looked like they were coasting in at the end, not even having to use their entire effort, which is just sickening. This same guy also had the audacity to compare his haters to Nazis and said, quote, "They are on the same level as Hitler," end quote. Which is sadly a phrase that the left hands out like a soup kitchen nowadays, completely diminishing any meaning to it. There's also been tons of woke people and transgenders, such as transgender swimmer Leah Thomas, who is up in arms over this, claiming that it's against basic human rights and people in favor of this need to be punished. Which, first of all, I find completely delusional. How do you want people like this punished? I don't understand what you could possibly be wanting out of that. I also personally said that I don't really give a rat's ass what these people say, considering they're literally so fragile as a human being that they were unable to accept themselves as they were. And I'll be honest, I have absolutely no problem with transgender people in general, as long as they're not obviously using it as an excuse to be the victim, and when in reality, trans are put on a pedestal more than anybody else in our society. Example, Dylan Mulvaney. I'll personally never in my life be put on a pedestal the same way that some of these people were for simply cutting off their junk and pretending to be the opposite sex with no other redeemable talents in their life. If these people really want to earn their respect back, they can do the honorable thing and create their own transgender league, or just compete against their own biological peers, or honestly at this point just shut the hell up. That is all I got for this one today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.